This shell here cannot block a jab to save your life. Throw to the body, throw to the chest, pin him in the corner, and just keep throwing punches and bunches. William Zepeda has probably the best output in boxing. So I got William Zepeda by decision or even a stoppage against Shakur Stevenson.
July 12th, New York.
Honestly, I think Shakur gonna stop Zepeda. Yeah.
Just if you can help me out, elaborate to some of the fans, because I see the song.
Bro, I know Shakur. I ain't gonna say that, but Shakur gonna stop Zepeda. Yeah.
Early?
Nah, it's gonna be later. It's gonna be like probably like 8, 9, 10. That's a 12-round fight though. You got like three.
Ahead of tonight's clash between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda, boxing professionals have made their final picks, and, as expected, the predictions are both controversial and wildly unpredictable.
I was gonna say that they've been trying to get this fight for 3 years, but they're lying. They had opportunity to fight me before. They turned it down, and it was all Oscar. So come Saturday night, I'm coming in here to beat his. He gonna come, he gonna be tough, strong, but I'm coming to whoop his. I stand by that. I stand by that.
Devin Haney. While refraining from making a direct prediction for the Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda fight, acknowledged Stevenson as the favorite. However, he also emphasized Zepeda's potential as an underestimated threat. Haney pointed to Zepeda's size, reach, and natural lightweight frame as key factors that could make the bout more competitive than many expect. Although he leaned toward Stevenson, Haney stressed that Shakur will need to be at his absolute best to handle Zepeda's relentless pressure and unorthodox style.
Off an injury, you come into a fight off the injury, he's going to be dealing with the same similar things. You can hope and pray that Shakur Stevenson hurt his hand during the fight, and that's going to give your guy an advantage if he's 100% healed with his hand. So I would say make the fight, De La Hoya. Your fighter's not going to get any better. The only chance you're going to have to beat Shakur Stevenson is right now, the next time he steps foot in that ring. That's the only.
Former world champion and current boxing analyst Timothy Bradley weighed in on recent comments from Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority chief, Turki Alalshik, regarding the potential reduction of ring size for the upcoming fight between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda. Turki Alalshik is talking about shrinking the ring. I have mixed feelings about it, Bradley said. Shakur is just going to pour it on this guy. He's going to give Zepeda the full treatment. Shakur will do whatever he wants with him if his hands hold up. Honestly, Shakur has some of the most brittle hands I've ever seen. They're like my 3-year-old daughter's hands.
Shakur was fighting someone else. I think he was good friends of his sister. I think that's going to be the same type of fight.
Oh, the Joey Gonzalez fight?
Joey Gonzalez, yeah.
That's how that fight going to unfold that I'm going to see, you know.
I was thinking it would be like Shakur's fight with Oscar Valdez.
Yeah, him. Yeah, him. Because it's his sister.
He got better feet than Valdez.
You think so, Kenny?
Yeah, and
he also added, the ring will be smaller. We've got a pressure fighter going up against a boxer who needs space that's going to restrict Stevenson a bit. But that doesn't necessarily mean Zepeda will know how to properly cut the distance. There'll be less room to move, sure, but Shakur should be able to handle it because of his boxing skills. I'm expecting more of a brawl. This might elevate Shakur to a new level in a good way, because he'll have to stand and trade more. He'll have to tie his man up more, stand his ground, and fight more often. And that's fine, Bradley said on his YouTube channel.
He has a lot to prove. I think he wants to fight. He wants to fight for the fans. He wants to prove that he is not a runner. So I think it's going to be a fun fight. Look, it's interesting because Shakur Stevenson is a master class boxer. He has a style. He has a style that not many people can crack. Obviously, you can crack it. There's many ways of cracking that.
Shakur is by far one of the greatest fighters now today, but he's facing William Zepeda, who is a machine. He's wanted this fight. He's wanted this fight for quite a while now. I think both guys wanted this fight for quite a while. So
don't lie, Oscar,
I really feel that everything happens.
Everything happens for a reason. Eddie Hearn holds a healthy respect for Tevin farmer William Zepeda's most recent opponent. The former IBF junior lightweight champion was among the first American fighters to sign with Matchroom Boxing after Hearn's company partnered with DAZN in 2018. The southpaw from Philadelphia went 4-1 in 130-pound title bouts on Matchroom cards during a hectic 15-month stretch, period that proved both profitable for Farmer and valuable for Hearn's efforts to establish a strong presence in the U.S. market. Still, Hearn readily admits Farmer isn't Shakur Stevenson.
I looked at your rankings in the Ring magazine in the lightweight division. Okay, number 1, Gervonta Davis. Great fighter, just drew with the super featherweight. Keyshawn Davis, another great fighter.
He considers Stevenson superior in virtually every aspect, which is why Stevenson's promoter expects the unbeaten WBC lightweight champion to do what Tevin Farmer couldn't in 2 fights: defeat William Zepeda decisively when they meet on July 12th. Headlining the Ring's pay-per-view card at Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. I actually think Shakur is going to stop Zepeda, the promoter told the Ring's Rick Reno during a lengthy interview posted to the outlet's YouTube channel on Wednesday. And I know people have this perception that Shakur isn't a puncher, that he just fights off the back foot. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he's technically fantastic. But I think Zepeda's style will suit him. Shakur will pick him off, hurt him to the body, and stop him late in the fight.
His instincts. He has intuitiveness. He has intuitiveness. He know, like, he can damn near like feel when a person gonna punch. He can anticipate, and that's a natural thing on his behalf. On the mental, he's
because Zepeda is a proud man, you know, and that's why I love this fight so much, the promoter continued. Zepeda won. He's got heavy hands. But more importantly, he's got a heavy heart, and he won't give up. I just feel like he's going to keep coming, like Farmer. Stevenson is a southpaw. However, unlike Farmer, Stevenson prefers to fight from long range, maintains strong defensive discipline, and has, at times, frustrated fans by not engaging with more powerful opponents. The 3D Vision champion from Newark, New Jersey, faced heavy criticism the last time he squared off against a strong southpaw, though Edwin de los Santos shares some blame for the lack of action during their 12-round, 135-pound title bout in November 2023. It was Stevenson who absorbed most of the backlash after earning a unanimous decision win at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Oscar, you sounding real confident. Do you want to bet? Shakur, right here, right next to you.
You don't have enough money.
You said what?
Oscar, bet, bitch.
I'll bet whatever you want to bet.
Oscar, bet.
Bet some money. Bet some money. He quiet. Why you so quiet?
Stevenson stopped Josh Padley at the end of the 9th round in his most recent fight. However, Padley had left his full-time job as an electrician after accepting the bout on just 4 days' notice. Stevenson held his ground against Padley, a fighter who had only a 29% knockout rate and dropped the Brave Brit 3 times with body shots in the 9th round at AMB Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Zepeda, by contrast, is relentlessly aggressive and far more powerful, as his significantly higher knockout ratio of 82% shows. Still, Tevin Farmer managed to briefly drop Zepeda in the 4th round of their first meeting. A 10-round bout that Zepeda ultimately won by split decision on November 16th, also at A&B Arena in Riyadh.
Do you agree with that? What's different this time around? What's changed?
I think my mental just stronger. I think I've been kind of more focused mentally than I have ever been. And I'm just ready to put on the show.
I know you're sick of talking about it, but I have to ask you because we haven't spoke. Did you feel disrespected by the Tom and Jerry comments?
Nah, I don't care about that. I mean, let him say whatever he wants.
A more effective Zepeda defeated Farmer by majority decision in their 12-round rematch on March 29th at Paul Loram Bonito Juarez in Cancun, Mexico. Farmer didn't drop Zepeda in the second bout, but Eddie Hearn envisioned Stevenson punishing Zepeda for his aggression and handling his mandatory challenger more easily than some of Stevenson's skeptics might expect. He's actually got a good style to maybe have success, Hearn said of Zepeda, but also a bad style too, maybe. Be schooled. Most odds makers have installed Stevenson. The rings know, tour-ranked lightweight, as a 10 to -1 favorite to defeat the third-ranked Zepeda.
Things. So there are some things that Shakur also needs to work on moving forward. But as far as his markability goes, guys, it's going to...
The first time I ever watched him spar, I went to the gym and told him I was coming up to watch. Porter recalled in an interview with Ring magazine ahead of Stevenson's WBC lightweight title defense against interim champion William Zepeda on July 12th at Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens. What he saw that day only cemented his belief that Stevenson could be the second coming of Mayweather. Stevenson got in the ring with a mover who likes to rely on speed, Porter said. For some reason, the kid stops moving and stops using his speed. Porter explained that this observation motivated him to watch how the Newark native would handle his next sparring partner, come forward pressure puncher whose style resembled Zepeda's. He stopped that guy from doing everything he wanted to do, and it happened in less than a minute, Porter said, both stunned and impressed. His ability to effortlessly neutralize different fighting styles surprised the former world champion. Point is, and we've seen this with Floyd Mayweather, some fighters just have the ability to completely shut down what you do, Porter added. Though he didn't want to reduce Stevenson to just a comparison, Porter couldn't ignore what was unfolding right before his eyes.
Contento, muy emocionado, la oportunidad que tanto había buscado, entonces en espera nada más de que suene la campana.
I feel very happy, very excited, and just very excited for that bell to ring to start off.
We saw in the build-up in the press conferences, yourself and Shakur.
We've seen it before in Floyd. Stevenson shares a lot of similarities with him, the 37-year-old said. This memory from the past also fuels Porter's prediction for the upcoming fight against a pressure fighter like Zepeda. He firmly believes Stevenson will completely neutralize Zepeda's abilities, a warning Porter issued directly to the interim champion. Whether Stevenson can live up to Porter's prediction remains to be seen. But Porter isn't alone in his assessment. Since 1966, Bob Arum has seen countless boxers pass through his stable. Yet few have reminded him of Floyd Mayweather quite like Shakur Stevenson, although Sugar left Top Rank in July 2024. Porter's claims echo what the 93-year-old promoter said back in 2020.
Floyd Mayweather, okay? He knows how to box, beautiful footwork, stands up straight, shoulder roll, all that good stuff, right? Has a beautiful jab, right? Pop shots you with the right hand. Well, guess what? Floyd Mayweather lost against Hoya.
We hope Shakur win, but then we also hope Zepeda win. Whoever wins, we should have the fight against. So it really don't bother us who wins, but if Shakur hands don't hold up, Shakur gonna lose if his hands don't hold up. So his hands gotta hold up for a pressure fighter that go 100.
When I first marveled at Floyd's ability and then saw Shakur, I thought, my God, it's like looking in a mirror, Arum told Business Insider. Floyd was an orthodox fighter. Shakur Stevenson is a southpaw, but he's a mirror image of Floyd Mayweather, Arum continued. Even though Mayweather achieved things that are hard to replicate, the veteran promoter claimed Stevenson will surpass him. He's going to develop not only as a great defensive fighter, but also build a stronger offensive arsenal. If what Sean Porter and Bob Arum say about Shakur Stevenson is true, then William Zepeda is in deep trouble.
Due to Turkey Al-Sheikh's ridiculous policies, the ring, you better not run, and so-called shrinking the ring. I believe Shakur will have no choice but to stand and fight. What do you think?
At Thursday's press conference, Zepeda's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, expressed his belief that the Stevenson versus Zepeda fight deserved the main event spot. No disrespect to Shiraz, but this should be the main event, De La Hoya said. I think Shakur Stevenson is a great fighter hands down. I have a lot of respect for him. He's by far one of the greatest fighters today. But he's facing William Zepeda, who's a machine. Wanted this fight for quite some time now. This fight was supposed to happen months ago, but the fact that Zepeda is active, keeps fighting, keeps winning, it's not going to be an easy fight. That's why this matchup between William Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson is already a candidate. For Fight of the Year, that's how good it's going to be. For the very best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and action, stay connected by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out when we drop quality content like this. Until next time, peace.